So if you're a rapper or an actor, a lot of connections, a lot of people that can help you out. Who knows what you might have to do to get that help. It doesn't look like a lot of fun. You might be sore the next day after a night of partying, maybe behind you, at the back. Hey guys, Danny here again, and today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of being friends with P. Diddy. Let's get into it. Number one, helping your career. So depending on what field you're in, P. Diddy's probably got you covered in helping you get there. So if you're a rapper or an actor, something like that, he's in that world. He's got a lot of connections to a lot of people that can help you out. Who knows what you might have to do to get that help. From what we've seen lately in the headlines, it doesn't look like a lot of fun to most people anyway. You might be sore the next day after a night of partying, maybe behind you, at the back. I'm just saying, his help comes at a cost. So yeah, he can help your career, but who knows what you're going to be doing. He's really good at manipulating people, you know. You have one drink at his party and you start feeling all woozy. God knows what you end up doing. And you might be filmed too, apparently. So maybe it's not a good idea. But he can help your career. Another pro would be his awesome parties. Everyone who is anyone wanted to be at a P. Diddy party. Everybody. I can't even name them all, but all the celebrities and all the big wigs. Everyone was at a P. Diddy party. The problem is, after you stay past a certain hour, what's it called, a freak off? Something like that might end up happening. And God knows what you've been drinking or what substances you've been taking. You might end up partaking in something that you might regret the next day. You probably won't even remember. But it'll be probably filmed. So it's there. But if you like partying, P. Diddy, he's the one. He's known for the best parties. You know, $1 million a party he would spend. But as we've seen in the headlines, some unsavory things would take place as the hours progressed in the party. So be wary of that if you're his friend. Another pro would be networking, which is sort of like the first one I mentioned, helping your career. Like if you're associated with P. Diddy and you're at his parties and stuff, you're going to meet directors and whatever your heart's desire, the type of person you need to get you into that industry, he's probably friends with one of those people and can help you. So networking is a big plus, being friends with P. Diddy. And if you just kept it at surface level and you were just sort of, you know, you'd come to his party for a couple hours, do the early part of it, meet a few people and then take off, yeah, you'll be sweet. Meet the right people that you need and take off. Don't get involved in all that other stuff. Keep your relationship very, you know what I mean. Now, if you become too good of friends with P. Diddy, you might end up in the after hours party and you'll be doing some unsavory things. You might be doing some unsavory things. I don't want to say you will be because I don't know. You know, it looks like it from what we've seen in the tabloids and all that in the news. You're going to be doing unsavory things, or at least watching it. Or maybe filming it. Maybe you'll be behind the camera. So networking. If you keep, you know, leave early from the parties. The last pro I can think of is living large. You know, say being best mates with P. Diddy, you're on private jets, you're geared up with all the best stuff. You know, he's buying you Rolex watches and Jesus, you're probably cruising around in Ferraris and Lamborghinis. But at what cost? How are you waking up the next morning after a night with your best mate P. Diddy? Are you feeling a bit of tenderness behind there? You know? Think about it. But you'll be living large. From the things that you can remember when you're conscious, you'll be having a good time, remember, you know, doing cool things. But the moments that are like blackouts, you probably weren't doing things that you were enjoying. So Anyway, that's the last pro. That sort of, they all sort of lead into a con as well. Anyway, okay, let's get into the cons. Well, the first one, he is a con. The guy's a con artist. Anyway, jokes aside, yeah, that guy's a manipulator, a con artist. Everything is coming out now, as you can see. God knows what else is going to come out. There's so many things, so many charges, and so many lawsuits filed against him. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire, so, you know, the guy doesn't seem like a good dude. Another con would be manipulation. The guy seems to be really good at manipulating people around him. So, if you're prone to getting manipulated, I reckon that guy can manipulate just about anybody. So, I wouldn't be hanging around with someone like him. You could get manipulated into doing some bad things that you might regret down the line. So, yeah, don't do it. Oh, it's warm in here. Anyway, another con, ending up in trouble. Now, as you can see, he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. And a lot of people that are associated with him, they're going to end up in trouble too. Especially with all this, he filmed a lot of the stuff. Come on. So imagine all the people that are going to end up implicated in these things that he's done. A lot of bad stuff that I'm not going to mention. You all know what he's done, what he's capable of. Do you really want to be associated with someone like that? You may go to 10 of his parties, and 9 of those parties, you know, you just had a couple drinks and left early, and then that last time you go, you stay past that hour where it's like things start getting freaky, the freak-offs. You don't want to end up past that point where you don't know what you're doing anymore because you've been bloody drinking some unknown substances and then you black out. Another con would be physically dangerous. Now, probably especially if you're a woman. We've all seen the video of him beating on that poor woman. It's not good. So, who wants to be friends with someone that's capable of that level of violence? I certainly don't. They say, you are who you hang with. Like, you know, you are who your friends are. I'm not a violent person, so I certainly wouldn't be associated with someone like that. Okay, the last con that I can think of is ruining your reputation. Think about all the celebrities that were named now that you look down a bit on. You look down on now because of their association with P. Diddy. Just knowing my favorite actor, Leo, was going to those parties and possibly could have done some bad things. You know, I don't look up to him as much as I used to, obviously. You know, so if you end up becoming like an established actor or something and you're associated with P. Diddy, that could ruin your reputation and ruin your career, everything. So, not a good move being friends with P. Diddy, by the sounds of it. So all in all, it's all really a big con to be friends with P. Diddy. Nothing good will come out of it. So anyway, we'll keep watching to see how it all unfolds, the P. Diddy story. I'll jump on it too. I'll make some videos about it. It's gonna be scary, but let's see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.